Hey guys, welcome back to the Ball Kitchen. Today we're going to be making eggs. We're going to do it in two different ways. We're going to be doing a bacon wrapped egg basket, and then we're going to be doing a deviled egg. With the bacon wrapped egg basket, it's great for meal prep, planning out your week so you have something that you can eat that's nutritious and warm in the morning. Plus it stores really well, and it's super simple to make. It only takes three to four ingredients depending on how much seasoning you add and cooking spray you add. The two main ingredients are very simple. It's eggs and bacon. Other than that, there are some modifications that you can do. I'll just give you the base recipe and you can decide how you want to mix it up to make it your own. The next is the deviled eggs. Michelle makes it a very particular way that I've grown to absolutely love the way she makes her deviled eggs. So I'll give you the recipe and what she uses. And then before we do anything, we're going to start out by making our hot sauce again. We went through that so fast. We're just gonna make it real quick, and I don't have the Scotch Bonnets I normally would make this with. I went and bought Habaneros, so it's gonna be a habanero mango hot sauce, Caribbean style hot sauce. So I will be making that. I'll show you how to do it very briefly, but if you want a full instructions on how to make it, all the directions and everything, I'll leave a link for that video above and in the description below, so you can just pop over there and get the full ingredients. This is just we're gonna plow right through this and get onto the eggs. Now we're gonna be using that hot sauce on top of the bacon wrapped egg baskets because I love hot sauce. It adds another complexity of flavor and just tastes delicious. So we're gonna get started with the hot sauce, and then we're gonna get going on the eggs. Don't forget the protection.
The mango is still good.
Now the ingredients for the bacon wrapped egg baskets are pretty simple. You need eggs, bacon, a cooking spray, and some sort of a seasoning. I'm using a blend of salt, pepper, and garlic. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees. While the oven's preheating, you're going to be spraying the inside of a muffin pan with your cooking spray. You're going to use the bacon and line the inside of the muffin tin. Now you're going to have a little bit of excess, so you're going to cut off about 3 inches of that, and that's going to line the inside bottom of the muffin tin to create your basket. Now you're going to pre-cook the bacon for about 6 or 7 minutes at 400 degrees. Pre-cooking the bacon does cause the bacon to shrivel up slightly, and you're going to have to manipulate it to try to get the egg inside the basket you've created. And you are going to have some spillover, but in the end you're going to have a little bit crispier bacon. Now we're going to season the top of it with a blend of salt, pepper, and garlic. Then put it into your 400 degree oven for 16 minutes. Now we're moving on to our deviled eggs. We're going to start out with 6 eggs. We're going to use about a teaspoon of white vinegar, about 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of powdered mustard, salt and pepper to taste, about half a teaspoon of dill, and then smoked paprika to top it with. First thing we're going to do is hard boil the eggs. Now we do this a little bit different. We're going to bring a pot of water to boil, and then we're going to add our eggs and set a timer for 5 minutes. Once the eggs are all done cooking, you are going to take them off the heat. You're going to add a lid and set a timer for 12 minutes. Once the eggs are done cooking, you're going to move them over to an ice bath. That's going to stop the cooking process and cool them down so you can handle them. We like this method of hard boiling eggs because it makes the eggs a lot easier to peel. Well, now we're going to need 6 of these, so we're going to peel 6 eggs, and once that's done, we're going to start chopping them into half. And we're going to be taking the yolk out. And you'll notice the yolk is this very vibrant yellow color. There is no graying to it because they are cooked to perfection. Next, we're going to be adding about a teaspoon of white distilled vinegar, and then we're going to be adding mayonnaise. Now, I added a tablespoon to start with, but by the end, we needed almost 2.5 to 3 tablespoons. And then we're going to follow that up with a full tablespoon of dry mustard, then sprinkling it with a little bit of dill. At this point I started to mix everything up, and I noticed that the mixture is pretty dry and crumbly, so I started adding more mayonnaise until I reached the consistency I wanted, which ended up being about 2.5 tablespoons. To add this yolk mixture right on top of the eggs, it's real simple. I put everything into a Ziploc bag and then just cut the end off and just squeeze it like a piping bag. Last thing to do is to add some smoked paprika. The smoky flavor mixed with the sharpness from the distilled vinegar creates a nice, interesting flavor. Now that the deviled eggs are done, we're going to be finishing off the bacon wrapped egg baskets by topping it with our Mango Habanero Hot Sauce. Alright guys, so that's it. Nice simple recipes. Need very little in the way of ingredients. They're great for whether you're meal prepping or hosting a party as hors d'oeuvres. They taste great. They're simple, very little in the way of ingredients. Now the hot sauce, we love it. We go through it very quickly. I made a full 32 ounces. Hopefully that'll last us about a month or so, and I'll be making it again. Now in the spring, we're going to make sure we up the quantity of that and try to make as much of that hot sauce as possible to can it and keep it for longer. So if you have any questions, tell me which one you prefer. If you do anything different, let me know in the comments section. Otherwise, that's going to be it for us today.
Thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you soon.